Hello.
Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, whatever time it may be. We're back with another intriguing episode of the Inner Quartz, hosted by ourselves, Chad and Linda, of Smith Family Paranormal Investigations, and Bald and Bonkers Network, the Inner Quartz. We had a fun and adventurous little outing this past weekend. Went to Ocean City, Maryland, as some of you saw on our various sundry videos. So I went video crazy. And while we were there, we did happen to pick up some seashells and some various creatures. Huh?
No, I didn't.
Start mumbling about something. I'm like,
I was looking for the shell.
And then we picked up some interesting little quartzes and various other rocks
Which are really cool.
That she will be cleaning up and putting into different resin pieces of jewelry. So you'll be able to watch this, and then at some point you'll be seeing her putting some of that stuff into good use.
Mm-hmm.
After she cleans it up and stuff like that. But I mean, it's already gotten part of the cleansing part done for her because sea salt.
Yep. And natural sand.
Yep.
Which, as I move everything, still comes out. So I brought some of it home.
We always seem to do that. That's why I told,
the beach. Sorry.
So we're taking this back a little bit. I will be reading from Crystals for Beginners by Karen Fraser. You can get this on Amazon.
It's a very good book. Very educational.
The guide to getting started with healing powers of crystals. Basically, chapter 1, it's the power of crystals. For centuries, civilizations have valued crystals for their beauty as precious and semi-precious gemstones, as well as the unique vibrational energies within each crystal that can facilitate healing for your body, mind, and spirit. Societies through history, including ancient Mesopotamia, Egypt, China, Greece, used crystals for their healing powers. This practice continued through the ages, although lessened during the Renaissance when people believed the healing powers of crystals came from either good angels or bad angels. The use of crystals for healing reemerged about 40 years ago and continued to gain popularity as an energetic healing modality. In modern age of science, however, it's been difficult to understand how rock can bring any type of healing. The answer lies in the vibrational energies found within the crystals and how they affect the energy field all around them. Like we said before, crystals have a natural way of getting rid of good juju and bad juju.
Mm-hmm.
Moving things around over here.
Sorry. This is annoying me. The necklace was hanging out and I didn't want to break it.
As you see, we did investigations through the weekend, so we still
and last night
we still have our crystals.
And we will get into that later.
It was a long night.
We get home until 4 in the morning, I guess so.
It says there are 6 lattice patterns that appear within healing crystals. See the next page, and I'm like looking at the same page instead of looking at
the next
page.
With the picture. Very cool.
Crystals and colors. It is absolutely true that the color of a crystal can affect how attractive it is to you. But color also plays a role in its energetic and healing impact of crystals. Well, we'll discuss in more detail how color does this latter in the book, but there are a few basics you need to know about how the crystal absorbs light, the specific material chemicals of the crystal contains, and any impurities within the crystal. Basically, it says that with that, it's telling you the color of it, how it absorbs light, whether it's a light white crystal or a dark crystal or
all black,
purple, what elements and stuff are in there. And then the lattice patterns right here. There is hexagonal crystals have an interior structure that resembles a 3D hexagon. Hexagonal crystals help with manifestations. Isometric crystals have an interior cubic structure. These crystals can improve situations and amplify energies. Monoclinic crystals have a 3D parallelogram structure. They are protective crystals. Orthorhombic crystals have a diamond-shaped crystalline pattern. They cleanse, clear, and remove blockages. Tetragonal crystals have a rectangular interior structure. These crystals are attractors. They make things more attractive, and they help you attract things to you. Triclinic crystals have an interior structure with 3 inclined axes. These crystals ward off unwanted energies or help retain energies you'd like to keep. So now when you're starting to look around at your crystals, you'll look at it a lot different, knowing that there's different shapes within. Crystals, gems, minerals, and rocks. Crystal, a mineral that has a crystalline interior structure, such as agatite, which is a hexagonal crystal, is also a mineral and a rock. A gem, a cut and polished crystal, mineral, or rock. Cut diamond, which is a mineral, crystal, and rock, is also a gem or gemstone. Amber and pearls are organic substances that are considered gemstones, but are not crystals, minerals, or rocks. A mineral, a naturally occurring substance within the specific chemical composition and a highly ordered structure that may or not be crystalline. Opal is a mineral that does not have a crystalline structure. It's a gemstone and a rock, but not a true crystal. A rock. I got a rock. A combination or aggregate of minerals. Marble, which is made up of multiple minerals, is a metamorphic rock that has been subject to heat pressure over time. So just like our black tourmaline and that we talked about before, be classified as a rock and a mineral and a crystal. There are different things that crystals can be utilized in. Crystals in technology. Crystal quartzes have been used in technology since the late 1800s. When the piezoelectric effect was first demonstrated with a crystal, used to create oscillators that vibrate with a highly precise frequency, quartzes has many applications for technology devices that require precision. Devices that employ quartz include sonar, watches, ham radios, and others. Military radios in World War II, the military used quartz oscillators to control the frequency of two-way radio transmissions. According to the article in IEEE Transactions on Ultrasonics, Ferroelectrics, and Frequency Control, the oscillators were highly precise but difficult to mass produce. Consumer electronics. So when you get an LCD TV, a liquid quartz crystal display TV, it's using crystals. According to the Mineral Education Coalition Mineral Resource Database, manufacturers use electronic-grade manufactured quartzes in computer circuits, cell phones, and similar equipment. CNET even reports that quartzes in its natural form and other piezoelectric crystals are used in their raw form to manufacture an experimental rudimentary computer that transmitted or received signals such as randomized sound and light. And then watches. Due to the precision of a quartz oscillator, they are used in watches, which require precision in timekeeping. Also, a tiny piece of quartz is used, according to the watch company, but it is oscillator so precisely that it can be accurate to a few seconds per year. So if any guys are out there and they're looking at your watches, most of your watches, except for smart watches, they have some kind of crystals in it. I mean, the screen in itself is a little LCD screen, so it's got somewhat of a liquid crystal display. Your cell phones, I mean, everybody has a cell phone. Most of the screens are LCD. Computer screens, tablets, your televisions that you're probably watching YouTube on, like computer monitors, is what I was already saying. Your on-screen displays in your car are probably LCD or LED and LCD. There's a blinking light on the printer. The crystals have a lot of different uses in a lot of different things. There's been a lot of myths about crystals. Myth number one, it's all in the head. Working with crystals is designed to take you out of your head and allow you to be in a sensation. Crystals don't require you to rationalize or explain. They provide the opportunity for you to experience. If you're worried it's all in your head, stop thinking. and experience and sensations the crystals provide. You can rationalize it later. Myth number 2. If crystals can help, can they harm? Crystals vibrate with energy that can entrain to your energy. Intention and mindset play big roles in this. If you expect crystals to harm you, they may wind up doing just that. But this is true of anything. Your belief always plays a role in your outcomes and experiences, regardless of whether you turn too many pages. Use crystals as a placebo or a medication. In general, if you approach a crystal with intention of shifting vibration for your highest and greatest good, it is highly unlikely it will hurt you in any way. Myth number 3. I have to be spiritual or New Age to use crystals. To use crystals, you don't need to be New Age, spiritual, religious, nor do you have to go against any religion or spirituality. All you need is to be open-minded and the sincere desire for change that serves your highest or greatest good. Myth number 4. I don't need to cleanse my crystals. What?
That's a big part.
Because crystals tend to absorb energy, it's important to cleanse them to clear away any unwanted energy. We'll go over that in chapter 3 of this book. But most of us that have been watching these episodes, our most recent one was on cleansing of crystals. So we all know that it is very, very, very important to cleanse your crystals.
That is so true. What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm seeing more and more gray hair.
Because you haven't shaved it, my dear.
No, it's just old age.
I blame the kids.
Myth number 5. Expensive crystals are more powerful.
That's just the price.
Quartz is one of the most common and inexpensive quartz, is one of the most common and inexpensive crystals. It is also one of the most powerful. The amount of money you spend on a crystal really doesn't have anything to do with how effective it is. What matters is how a crystal affects your energy. And some of the least expensive crystals may be exactly what you need.
Bye, guys.
If you want to know absolutely everything about something before you try it for the first time, you should spend the next several months immersed in information about crystals, learning everything there is to know. But until you try working with them, all you have is intellectual information. You would have learned a bunch of stuff, but wouldn't have experienced any of it. That's why I refer as the beginner's mistake, beginner's guide, crystals. By all means, educate yourself as curiosity arises, but don't do this at the expense of experiencing. Pick up any crystal, find one that attracts you, put it in your pocket, wear it, hold it, and then continue reading. Chapter 2. starting a crystal collection.
That's you.
What?
You're gonna look at me like that to me.
What? Says the woman that went, I need to go find some seashells and some rocks.
That's the seashells. And then you want to find them the beautiful rocks.
Pardon this interruption. Crystals. We have a lot of them. Apparently, so does this lady here. Crystals everywhere. Bedroom, bathroom, office, healing studio, crystal lamp, crystal bookends, crystal coasters, large crystal specimens. I've amassed them one crystal at a time over years. However, collecting crystals doesn't mean you need to fill every nook and cranny of your life with them. True crystals compose a collection if they have meaning for you. The goal is to select each one mindfully, guided by what you learn from this book and others as well as your intuition. I believe crystals choose us as much as we choose them. Again, the wand chooses the wizard, Harry, not the wizard choosing the wand. So like we've said before, you go into a crystal store, look around, pick up one if it sparks an interest for you, or it even gives you a hot-handed feeling or a tingly feeling in your hand. That is your crystal, and it was meant for you. Go home, cleanse it, make it your own. Others you may use and then give away so that they can help someone else. You might collect others because they call to you in their beauty and they become a permanent part of your life. All are valid reasons for choosing crystals. At some point, we'll probably have a crystal sun catcher or something in the back here because
working on it. We've got plenty of them down here.
Because you figure that window opens to the east, which means all the sunrise comes up.
They are ready to be strained with pretty holes in them. Hi, y'all. I've been doing a lot of work. It's okay. Continue.
Do you currently own any crystals?
Well, that's a silly question.
If not, go ahead and skip to the next page. To the next chapter. If you know the names of your crystals you own, how much do you know about the properties? Read about the 10 crystals in Chapter 5 and the 40 crystals in Chapter 6 to discover the properties and practical use. So in this book, they have everything you need to know about different crystals.
But eventually we will get in there.
Consider adding the 10 workhorse crystals if you don't already own them. These crystals are versatile, and you can see on page 20 more about these crystals. Page 20, we're going to find out about the workhorse crystals, which will be classified as clear quartz, smoky quartz, and citrine. So you got your clear, your smoky, and then your citrine, which is, we've been dealing with them in the past couple of shows. You got your rose quartz, your amethyst, your black tourmaline, your rainbow fluorite, your carnelian, your hematite, and your turquoise. Turquoise. Mouth didn't want to work right with saying turquoise. If you don't own any crystals already, which obviously we do, you can go to just about any crystal or metaphysical shops. For a minute there, I looked down, I thought I said a crystal meth shop.
No.
Crystal metaphysical.
Was your nap not long enough?
Huh?
So was your nap not long enough?
6 hours.
I don't know.
We had a long night last night. Many towns and cities have retail crystals outlets. These may be listed as metaphysical bookshops, crystal stores, or New Age shops with knowledgeable staff. Most will let you handle the crystals before you purchase. Traveling mineral or gem shows have a great place to purchase crystals that can't be beat for selection and price. You may pay an entry fee and may also be available locally a few days out of the year, so you need to plan ahead. Most dealers at the shows are knowledgeable and will allow you to handle the crystal before purchasing. The only one that you cannot do of handling the crystal beforehand is what?
The production? What?
Online. You can't touch it.
Oh. I don't know. You just threw a trick question.
I'm seeing if you're paying attention.
I was paying attention. I'm paying attention.
Pay attention to our phone. You also find online retailers, including those devoted solely to crystals. Like her favorite is healingcrystals.com. You'll see the resources section in page 22. A large reseller auction or craft sites like eBay, Etsy, and Amazon. Make sure you check feedback, and it's the only one that you're not really able to touch. So, again, your clear quartz. It's going to be kind of hard doing this backward. Your clear quartz, which if you don't know which crystal to use, start with the clear quartz. It works with every type of energy. Smoky quartz is the crystal I use the most because of its manifestation stone that converts negative energy to positive energy. So you got to remember, this is what I'm saying, my favorite, or
Karen's favorite.
This is Karen Fraser's favorites. Citrine promotes self-esteem and prosperity. So the yellow citrine crystals.
Mm-hmm.
These three create a powerful. However, for more versatile crystals to fill out your collection, add the following: rose quartz. Rose quartz supports all types of love, including unconditional and romantic love. So we were talking about the whole love potion number 9 thing, making that. It was saying using rose quartz. Amethyst, your lovely purple one here, helps you tune into intuition and guidance from higher realms, as well as the power of your dreams. That one is, when we were talking about chakras, amethyst was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Black tourmaline is a protective and grounding stone that keeps negativity at bay. So any of us that are in the paranormal field, probably at some point, have a black tourmaline. She has a black and blood tourmaline in her
Yes.
cage. That's basically a black tourmaline that has like ruby in there, so that's why they call it blood. Black and blood tourmaline.
But it works wonders. I will let you know that.
Rainbow fluorite deepens intuition, promotes love, and facilitates clear communication. You got green and rainbow fluorite. Carnelian helps set you appropriate boundaries, having integrity, and to being creative. That's that bright red one right there. Hematite is a protective and grounding and centering, and can also attract energies you'd like in your life. So hematite, that's the, you don't have that on here.
Mm-hmm.
You have your ring on?
Okay. You do your ring to me.
Hematite, which is one of the various, the sundry, it's almost metallic looking crystals that we get in our boxes, and they've got some rings, and so some of you have actually gotten a couple
In your surprise
boxes. Turquoise promotes luck, prosperity, and personal power. Turquoise. There's a Indian tribe that uses a lot of turquoise in their colorations. When I worked at Walmart, little side note, when I worked at Walmart, one of the security ladies always wore a turquoise necklace. And we got into talking one day, and she's like, well, it's part of my Indian tribe that I'm with, and it's a protective for her. That's kind of what she used it for. And it's also kind of a power thing. Right? She was the asset protection district manager, so it was kind of a power thing for her. Everybody knew who she was. Crystal shapes. In most of your crystal shops, and you'll find two categories of crystals: raw or rough cut, and polished, which is usually your tumble cut or your carved cut. So any of the ones that like are geodes, those are natural, but they can also be cut. Because like we shave it down. I mean, when you get a geode that's super, super thin, rough stones, which are your blades are long, flat stones with jagged, cleaved areas, such as they work well as worry stones, which are flat, smooth stones that you can rub a thumb along to help smooth one's when you're in times of stress. Clusters are groups of crystals, such as a cluster of crystals or amethyst. They're good for placing in any area to direct energy. Geodes are rocks that have open cavities lined with crystals. They make create decorative crystals.
Stop it before they came to the door.
Points have one flat end and one pointed end, which are single terminated or two pointed ends, double terminated, such as smoky quartz. And they direct energy towards the point. So, we can cut something like this. This one comes to a point. This one's
Kind of.
single pointed.
Kind of.
Kind of.
I would say kind of.
Rough crystals may also look like rocks without any discernible shape, such as agitate. Depending on size, you can use them for virtually any type of crystal healing work. Wands. It's a surprise we don't.
They're behind the cricket.
They're behind the cricket.
I'll get it.
Oh, not that kind of wand.
That's a wand.
No. We're talking about crystals.
Oh. Other than that, I don't know.
That would be like your long cylindrical
Yeah, I don't know.
crystals. Are long, narrow pieces of natural stones that haven't been deliberately shaped, such as that of selenite. They work well as worry stones. You can kind of roll them in there.
Mm-hmm. Really nice.
One stone, many names. In recent years, some sellers have been giving crystals brand names. The Starbuckianite. No such thing, but designer name for a Starbucks coffee. They're typically a far less expensive generic version of what is. So, if you're looking for Amazon Jade, Amazonite. Aqua Terra Jasper is either resin or onyx. Atlantis Stone is Larimar.
What do you think they have a soundproof room right now? Sorry, kids.
The Mani Stone is a black and white jasper.
What's that?
Somebody sneezing?
No.
The sacred geometry of cut stones. So we got a bunch of different shapes. The dodecahedron is associated with the element of the ethers and connects you to intuition and higher realms. The hexahedron, or cube, represents the element of earth. It is grounding and stable. That was weird. Thing moved on the table. The icosahedron is linked to the water of the element of water. It connects you to change and flow. Merkabah is a 3D star contains all 5 of the above polyhedrons within it, and therefore combines all the effects of each. It also associated with the energy of the sacred truth and material wisdom. The octahedron represents the element of air and promotes compassion, kindness, forgiveness, and love. The sphere has the energy of completeness, wholeness, and oneness. The tetrahedron, associated with the element of fire, a tetrahedron, or pyramid, promotes balance, stability, and ability to create change. So there are the different sacred geometries. So if you want to know about pairing of crystals, like wine and food, some crystals pair well to make them even better than the sum of their parts. Crystals that pair well have the complementary energies that can really help focus energy. For example, the energy of any crystal amplifies when paired with a full quartz. Here are some of the other pairings. Smoky quartz plus Apache tears, which is a type of obsidian, is a powerful combination for people who are grieving. Apache tears help you process grief within the smoky quartzes, transmutes negative energies to positive. Amethyst and labradorite can help you have a more restful night's sleep. Amethyst is excellent for insomnia, while labradorite calms nightmares and promotes good dreams. Citrine and black tourmaline can help ground you in prosperity. Citrine is a stone of prosperity, while black tourmaline is grounding and also blocks negative energy, which can help remove thoughts that prevent prosperity. The rose quartz and a ruby or garnet is an excellent pairing for relationships. Rose quartz supports any and all kind of love, as do rubies and garnets. However, rubies and garnets are also grounding, so they can keep you grounded while you're experiencing love and keep you from losing yourself in love. Black tourmaline and clear quartz balance masculine and feminine energies, and you can help facilitate the free flow of balanced energy. So that was some of the.
I don't lose that page. We'll pick up where we left off next week.
Oh, well, what we went through this past weekend, besides
Getting lost. No. That was not me. I told you where to go. You didn't want to listen.
So we went and did the Life Saving Museum,
which will be exclusive on our Twitch. So if you don't have our Twitch, go to our Twitch. And that's at what? SFPIYT?
It's twitch.tv/SFPIYT.
See, at least I had a letter in right.
So most of that, like you said, will be exclusive on there. We got compliments on our shirts and their sweatshirts and stuff. We're like, you make them yourself?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
And if you want to see how, follow us on our shows. Yes.
Did Assateague Island on Saturday morning.
Yep.
Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Every day is crazy. We did chock full of stuff every day. Assateague Island, Ocean City, Fenwick, Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. And then ended that night with the Pocomoke Forest. And then Sunday we did just about a bunch of different places in Delaware. Fort Miles, which used to be Fort Delaware, now it's Fort Miles, or Mills or Miles, whichever we call it. And then Maggie's Bridge.
That was very interesting. If we ever go back there, I would like to hit that spot again.
And then Monday was kind of a rest off day.
It was a lazy travel day, that is for sure. We did have a good guy, part of our team with us, Sam. He came up from Florida and went with us on this trip, which was very fun to have an additional.
And then back to reality on Tuesday. Last night, Wednesday, that you're seeing this Thursday. Hopefully.
Yeah. We'll see. We were offered to come do an investigation stream, which is also exclusive on our Twitch. So if you don't have our Twitch, go to our Twitch.
Think you're plugging the Twitch?
I don't have the Twitch.
So you think you're plugging the Twitch?
So they are paranormal in the Funhouse. They are good people. They have been working with us not that long, actually. We've been talking back and forth. They want us to join them on a few episodes on their TV show, on top of investigations on their Twitch account and their account. We just started that less than, a week ago? I think so. Oh, it's raining. Sorry, I heard noise. But that was very interesting last night. A lot happened. A very active night. Yes, stay tuned for Saturday. We are doing our giveaway. We're trying to get our followers up. The more we get up, the better off we are. Better off you guys are. More content you guys will be able to see. We will be traveling with Paranormal in the Funhouse at some point. Different locations, doing different things. We do actually have, I think it's a pre-record before they actually publish it, I think. I don't know how that works, but it's their first TV show that they've brought us on.
Yeah, we're doing a collaboration with them on April 3rd.
This Sunday.
Which is a Sunday.
It's going to be fun.
We're going there and they'll kind of like normal how TV is made. They'll record it, they'll edit it, and then it'll be up on, maybe published. And you'll be able to get it on Paraflix, which is simple. $4.99 a month. I think they just dropped the price down to $3.99 a month, actually. Which is for $4, you do get a lot of investigators. And it's a lot of paranormal. Yeah. So you can get it on Apple TV, Roku TV, anywhere. Because I watch it on here sometimes. Right. Computer. On a computer. When I'm doing my work. Check that out. Scroll at the bottom. You know, dancing hand. Check out the merch that we keep putting on there.
Trust me, I have a whole tub. This is yet to be put on there.
For those that are sneakerheads, I'm working on tennis shoes. It's kind of weird how to try to get the things.
He'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out.
He normally does.
If anybody that drinks sodas and stuff like that, there are new koozies on there with the SFPI on one of them. And then ones that are on there also have the Inner Quartz on the back. Remember that if you buy anything that has Bald and Bonkers Inner Quartz, Lost Magics, Contact, I think, I don't remember which ones you made.
Just the three?
Okay, so Bald and Bonkers, Inner Quartz, and Lost Magics. Any of those proceeds from the sales, part of that goes to the Bald and Bonkers Network. We do have auctions still going on our Facebook page. If you look up Smith Family Paranormal Investigations on Facebook, go there, and the one ended already, and that was for the quartz. The other one, we're still trying to get that one up a little higher, but I think Linda won that for $30. And so it's basically us making a $30 donation to
Ukraine.
The Ukrainian.
So all of the proceeds that we do, when I do another fundraiser for the Ukraine, so all of the funds from there will go over to the Ukraine to help them out.
Stop yawning.
I'm sorry.
So if you check us out on any of our so you can find us on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. I think we might be doing it on Instagram because
TikTok. Your tickety talk.
Oh yeah, my tickety talk. It's only got 2 videos on it, but it's 2 videos that are showing off our merch. One of them was our original merch stuff, and then the YouTube affiliated content creator, Bald and Bonkers Network, basically stuff. Okay. Up until Saturday night, you can utilize Quartz 20, all one word, doesn't have to be capitalized. You can get 20% off your order, $50 or more. You get 20% off.
And it is well worth it. Good quality stuff too.
So you figure a $50 order minus $20 is what, another $10 off.
It's worth it. Get yourself a hoodie and a koozie.
So we are going to see you sometime next week.
Yes. Until next time.